Mike Washington Jr., running back out of Arkansas. 6'1", 223 pounds. He ran a 4.33 40-yard dash at the combine, and he had a 39-inch vertical, 10-foot 8-inch broad jump. Fifth-year player. Fun fact about Mike: he and I briefly overlapped at Buffalo, where he started his career. Played 3 years there, 1 year at New Mexico State, and obviously he finished up his final season and most productive season at Arkansas. In his career, he's had 587 rushing attempts. He's accumulated 2,914 yards, 26 touchdowns. He also adds on 73 receptions, 470 receiving yards, and 3 receiving touchdowns. Something the good about Mike: he has an NFL frame. Obviously, 6'1", 233 is good height, good weight. Tested very well at the combine. One of the most athletic running backs to test at the combine ever. Outside of some of the more simple stuff to look at, what do we see on the film? He certainly has burst and speed to hit big plays, hit some home run balls. He navigates developing blocks well, which we'll go through a little bit here. I think he runs with a physicality that is hard for smaller defenders to bring down, and even some bigger guys he can fall forward for a few extra yards. Some of the negatives of Mike: he's an older prospect, obviously a fifth-year player, so he'll be 23 probably as a rookie, maybe even 24. Um, he's only had one season with 800 plus scrimmage yards in his career. Obviously, he kind of saved the best for last. He had a really good season at Arkansas statistically, but prior to that, not a ton of success. Um, he has 9 fumbles in the last 2 seasons, which is obviously a major, major red flag, something that'll have to improve drastically, or he just simply won't end up seeing the NFL field if he's coughing the ball up that often. I think for his profile with his height and weight, the pass protection needs a little bit of work as well. But let's not waste any more time. Go through a few clips here. So this first play here is just going to be an inside run. Not really touched by anyone, but he shows that speed. Like I said, he can hit that home run play. So despite the big frame, he's a really good athlete for his size, and he can pop off some long runs just using his speed, which he does here for a touchdown against a pretty good Ole Miss team. Obviously, he's the running back here. We're inside the 10. He's going to navigate through the line well. The end zone copies a better angle. Get through the hole here. It gets skinny, right? We'll watch that again. This isn't a clean cut here, right? It's not a massive hole that he's working through here. He even runs into his own guy, but he does good enough to get in there for the touchdown. Next play here. Again, he's going to navigate some of the blocks well. Right? He's kind of leaning on this guard. Using him, he sees he's going to make this tackle or this block. He's going to cut on the inside of him here. Does a good job. And he's kind of toying with 2 here in the open field. Doesn't necessarily beat him, but he picks up an extra 5 or so yards, kind of giving him a little bit of something to think about there in the open space. So good run, good carry by Mike. This is probably my favorite play that I watched from Mike, and it's not even a touchdown. He's going to make 2 miss behind the line of scrimmage, make a couple more miss in the sorry about that. A couple others miss in the open field and pick up a nice gain. So that D tackle's blowing it up. He moves. There's another guy there. He moves. We'll see it from the end zone here. Matter of fact, we'll even slow it down a little bit. Let me figure out how to do this. Here we go. Look at this. Okay, good enough. This guy blowing this up. Guy blowing that up. Make 2 really good moves. Cut. That guy misses us. That guy misses us. Using this block well to get upfield, gain some extra yards. Really like it. So I'm actually going to rewind. We'll watch it from the end zone full speed once as well. Just fluid, seeing everything happen and making the right decisions. Really good run. Good motion across the backfield here, run a little wheel route. We're wide open, nothing spectacular, but it's a good throw. We catch that on our hip, and we bring in an explosive catch there. Big play for the offense. That's the difference between no points and 3 or even 7. So it's a good, nice little pass play for Mike there. It's going to be a swing play into like a screen here. Again, nothing out of this world, but just does a nice job picking up a first down and a little bit extra there. So, don't see a ton from him in the passing game, to be honest, or this receiving game rather. But I think there could be some improvement, and depending on the scheme he's in the NFL, you could see him used a little bit more as a receiver. I don't think he's inept. Next play, just kind of a goal line touchdown. Um, yeah, I wouldn't classify him as a power back per se, but um, you do see some stuff on tape at times of him doing a good job, just getting those gritty few yards. Here's one of those. Just taking what he's got and diving in for the touchdown. Next play here, we're taking like this draw, and we have a 300 plus pounder on our back. Got another guy coming to meet us for some contact. Again, we'll see a better angle here from the end zone, but we're going to take him for a ride for a few extra 3-4 yards. So we're using that lower body strength. Pick up some extra yards there. You like to see that. All right. Next play here. Obviously, we're going to run to the outside, kind of cut it up and in, break a tackle, pick up a few extra, get the first down. So outside, take what we got. Maybe like to see it be a little more decisive in cutting up field and being a little quicker, but nice here. Again, navigating through what's developing and springing off a nice little gain there. So not every play can be a touchdown or a home run or run through 5 people's chests or whatever, make all these people miss, but that's kind of what we're seeing with Mike here, some rotational back stuff, and I think that's what we'll see his role in the league be is certainly a rotational back. It's not impossible for him to be a feature back, I suppose, with his profile. I just think there are some flaws in his game that aren't going to translate great to the next level. But yeah, so this last play here, we're going to see a fumble coming against Memphis. This is going to lose them the game, right? So if you take a look at the circumstances here, it's the fourth quarter. We're down by 1 point. It's 2nd and 2. We're on their 9. So minute 21 left. We can kick a field goal and win here. Obviously, they have all 3 of their timeouts left, but we go and get a first down here. It essentially seals it. And all things considered, this is kind of a tough look. You can't really see the fumble here, but he does cough it up. Memphis does recover, and they do go and win the football game. So this is just one of 9 in the last 2 seasons. This one coming at a moment that's going to cost your team. And for those who don't know, doesn't really matter when you fumble. It typically is always going to cost your team, or at least significantly decrease your chance of winning. So definitely want to see Mike get a little bit better as a ball carrier with ball security. But overall, big, fast athlete, could be a solid rotational piece in a backfield.